Hello, it's Mike from the FXPivotPoint.com, taking a look at Friday, NFP day, and you can see we spent most of the day. Where's my little tool? Where are you, VB Doodle? There it is. Great little screenwriting tool for free. Alright, and it's down here, so let's bring it up. So we can see that it spent the entire day above, let's knock it down a little bit. 4 is probably good. Above the pivot point, hoping that the bulls were certainly hoping that NFP would throw some poor numbers out, but it did not. And not only did it throw some decent numbers out, it basically cemented the fact that the U.S. is in a recovery, and the recovery is almost done. Those numbers were probably the final nail in the coffin. In terms of coffin, may be a bad word there. Finally, the last piece of the puzzle are jobs. Once they improve, once they show an increased number across the board, a new bull market is on the way, and I've been one to fight that and to believe we, may be in for a double dip. However, I may have to change that stance. The numbers right now just point to the fact that the U.S. is recovering. So let's take a look at this. What we saw before NFP. We can see we got a little trend line going, and if you pick out, let me show you a little a trick that a lot of people trade NFP, including well, I actually traded a little more aggressively, but let's kill that and let's go back and look. So what a lot of people do is they wait for the release, and they just wait for the first 15-minute candle to close, and then they take a position at the end of that candle. So here, this candle, obviously, right, you can see which one is NFP, this one right here. So it comes out, it starts to go haywire. So a lot of people will wait, and they will wait for this candle to close, and if it closes above, we've got a few things going on. We just broke this little intraday trend line. We're above the pivot point, and we're not far from the highs of the day, are we? So you've got those things into play, so you easily, if this would have been a green candle, I'd been buying with a stop below the pivot point, my first target here in my first lot, and then headed north. However, the opposite happened. So a lot of people, now like I said, I'll show you my trades, but I was a little more aggressive here. But here, what they do is they wait. This is the system a lot of people trade. Like I said, I traded a little more aggressively, but a lot of people trade this particular setup I'm showing you, and they do very well. They put their stop up here, 10 pips above here, and they enter here after the close of the NFP candle. And as you can see, the first bounce was at S1, and it didn't bounce after that. So let's see if I can exit out of that. Will it let me? Alright, and I took, and as you can see, where's my tool? Now you're going to say, well, you took some scalps. I sure did. I'm not a big fan of NFP. I think you get jerked around a lot, but I heard the numbers, looked, and I'm watching a news feed, I'm looking at the numbers. There wasn't a whole way this was going north. Those numbers were just, even though they were painted below, they were really, and they were solid numbers. And as you can see, I began to scalp, and I would have, you can see I wasn't here. I wasn't here to see this close, or I absolutely would have taken this trade also with a take profit target, but I actually left. After I made my money, and then the next time I was in the office, you can see I took a few more, and these are absolutely scalps. You wait, and right there's a decent day. Matter of fact, again, these are little trades, and I'm not trading like this first one. This is not a 1% trade. These are 1/4%, and I'm out 1/4% out. But you can see what I did, and every one of these, every single trade is in the money, even though it's not a large amount. That's not how I trade. And as day traders, you shouldn't be looking for large amounts. Day traders, you need to be looking for beat the market every day, low losses, kill that. And what do we got? We got to hit it into here. Here's our pivot point for the day. I'm willing to bet we make it back up here. Let's see. I'm willing to bet we do, which might be a very good sell, because if you can see, where's my little tool? We might have, we're probably going to have a nice confluence here. What do we have? We're going to have the pivot point. Let's say we've got this little, see this little move to the pivot, right? Pivot point's right here, so we might see a little move there. We've got our downtrend right here. So we might, it might come up here and try to push a little higher. Now, and we might want to take a trade in this area with the stop above here, our stop at maybe a little bit above R1. But let's go back and see, let's do a little fib on, this, it won't carry as much weight as the pivot point will, or this trend line. This trend line, so what you're looking for is confluence. And, I hate the word, but it works. The word is a combination of factors you use to position yourself for the best opportunity for a trade, and this is it. We've got our trend line here. The market will hesitate here. The market will hesitate at the pivot point if it even gets that far. And we're also going to have, if we look at this, our bottom or top, we're going to find that pivot point is probably right at the 50. It looks to be, well, I'm willing to bet it is at the 50. Let's just it's just a guess. I haven't looked at it. So let's see where it is. Our little wick to wick. How close was I? Alright, well, what they say, every now and then every squirrel finds a nut. Alright, so what do we have? We have, how many damn tools am I going to open, huh? Alright, so let's just open our nifty little drawing tool. Yeah, it's on yellow. So we hit our down, right? See how straight I can draw this. That's about as straight as I'm going to get it. So we have this little up move. We in our little, this little from last week's NFP, we have the pivot and the 50 right at the same level. We have the 38. Price will probably want to shoot up here, is my guess. So if I'm watching this, I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of trading before a Monday, but I may take this. I've already shorted the pound. I guess I could show you that for some easy pips, in my opinion. But look what we have. We're coming down. We're coming up. Let's say the price does come up here, start to get bullish here. It's going back down. Don't know how far. I don't. My guess is we never make it here until the European session or the U.S. and I really doubt. My guess is this, unless some news is out that I don't know about, that this holds, and we definitely get a bounce down. So let's see how it plays out. That's my guess, and we'll see. That's a lot of drawing in one chart, huh? Alright folks, that's again what I really wanted to show you. I probably got a little long-winded in my analysis here, but I really wanted to show you the NFP trick. That's how a lot of people trade it, and I'd suggest watching it next time, watching it a few times, trade it in a demo and see how you do. You wait for the candle to paint the first 15 minutes. Above you take a position, below you take a position. Obviously red, you're short. If it's a big green candle, you're going green with a stop below. Alright folks, that's it. Thanks for watching. It's Mike from the NFXpivotpoint.com. My new site is up. Go check it out, and it definitely has the trading in the black approach, which this is a lot of things that are factored into that approach. So hope you enjoyed the video. Later.